Why Dave Ramsey's reverse mortgage advice misses the mark. Podcast episode 22. Welcome to Retirement Solutions for All Ages. I'm your host, Ruth, the retirement mortgage expert at NEXA Mortgage. Today, we're tackling a topic that often sparks lively debate in the financial world: reverse mortgages. Specifically, we're going to talk about why well-known financial guru Dave Ramsey is famously critical of them. Now, let me be clear. Dave Ramsey is widely respected for helping millions of people get out of debt. And his general advice on living debt-free can be incredibly valuable. However, when it comes to reverse mortgages, his perspective tends to be overly simplistic and, frankly, quite outdated. As a reverse mortgage specialist, I frequently encounter his arguments, and I want to provide you with a breakdown of where his concerns fall short in today's real-world mortgage landscape. This isn't about disrespecting his overall work, but about ensuring you have the most accurate and up-to-date information. You need that for your retirement. Let's separate the myths from the modern realities. Dave Ramsey's main argument against reverse mortgages. Dave Ramsey's criticisms of reverse mortgages are usually rooted in a very strong debt-adverse philosophy. Here are his main points. 1, you're borrowing against your home and losing equity. Yeah, true. Dave believes that tapping into home equity reduces wealth and puts seniors at financial risk. He champions the idea of staying completely debt-free, especially in retirement, and sees any borrowing against your home as a step in the wrong direction. 2, high fees and interest. He often points out that the reverse mortgage can have higher upfront costs compared to traditional loans, and he emphasizes that the interest compounds over time, increasing the loan balance. 3, it's a last resort. Ramsey frequently frames reverse mortgages as a desperate move for people who didn't plan well for retirement and have no other options. 4, you could lose your home. He warns that if you don't maintain the property taxes, insurance, or basic upkeep, you risk foreclosure, implying that a reverse mortgage inherently puts your home at greater risk. These are valid concerns when looking at outdated products or specific poorly managed situations. But the modern FHA-insured HECM reverse mortgage is a very different animal. The reality in 2025 and 2026 and beyond that Dave Ramsey gets wrong or misses. Let's counter these arguments with the reality of how reverse mortgages work today, particularly the FHA-insured HECM program. 1, it's federally insured and heavily regulated. The modern HECM reverse mortgage program, which is insured by the Federal Housing Administration, FHA, includes strong consumer protections. This means mandatory independent counseling by a HUD-approved counselor, which Dave typically doesn't acknowledge. It also includes non-recourse loan features, which we discussed in a previous episode, meaning you or your heirs will never owe more than the home is worth. There are also spousal safeguards to protect a non-borrowing spouse. 2, he says, don't lose ownership. This is a huge misconception. Homeowners always stay on the title. The lender simply holds a lien just like any other mortgage. When the home is eventually sold or the borrower passes away, the loan is repaid from the home's value, and any leftover equity goes to the heirs. We covered this in a previous episode as well. Most adult children don't actually want their parents' home. They want the financial value it represents. 3, it can preserve wealth, not destroy it. This is where the strategic use of a reverse mortgage, particularly the increasing line of credit feature, which we explored in previous episodes, truly shines. Used strategically, a reverse mortgage can delay drawing down on investments. It can provide cash flow during market downturns, allowing investments to recover without being sold at a loss. Protect against losses. By having a growing line of credit, you have a protected pool of funds that isn't subject to stock market volatility. Eliminate monthly payments. This frees up significant cash flow in retirement, preserving other income sources. This offers a level of financial flexibility and security that many retirees need, especially on a fixed income. 4, you could lose your home even if you don't have a reverse mortgage. Dave warns about losing your home if you don't pay taxes, insurance, or maintain upkeep. This is true for any homeowner, mortgage, or no mortgage. If you don't pay your property taxes, the local authorities can take your home. If a natural disaster takes out your home and you don't have insurance, you could lose it. If local authorities deem the lack of upkeep to be unsafe, they can condemn your home. These are not unique risks to the reverse mortgage. They are universal responsibilities of home ownership. The key is responsible financial planning and maintenance, regardless of your mortgage status. 5, today's reverse mortgages are customizable. Borrowers have the flexibility in how they receive funds. They can choose a lump sum, monthly payments, or as we highlighted in previous episodes, that growing line of credit that increases over time, or a combination of these choices. Options that were not emphasized or prevalent when Ramsey first formed his strong opinions on the product decades ago. The bottom line is this: Dave Ramsey's advice is rooted in a debt-adverse philosophy that works well for many. However, his stance on reverse mortgages tends to be overly simplistic and doesn't account for the modern federally insured HECM product and its strategic uses as financial tools for seniors. It's not the last resort product that he describes. It's a tool, and like any tool, it works best in the hands of an educated homeowner working with a professional who can customize it to their unique retirement plan. If you're interested in truly understanding how reverse mortgages work and how they can be a valuable tool in your retirement strategy, let's have an informed, personalized conversation. You can reach me directly by phone at 828-888-LOAN. That's 828-888-LOAN. Thank you for joining me on Retirement Solutions for All Ages. If this episode sparked new insight for you, please leave us a review, share it with a friend who might benefit from these strategies, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future insights. Until next time, I'm Ruth, the retirement mortgage expert, empowering you with knowledge to navigate your retirement option.